Good morning and welcome back to Lebanon. Over the last few weeks I've been all over Lebanon. I've been to Byblos, I've been to Beirut, I've been to Tripoli, I've been to Yakshush, I've been to Bekaa, I've been to Batroun and everywhere in between. So as always, just going to do a quick video talking about my experiences in Lebanon, little tips and tricks if you are planning on coming here, and most importantly of all, whether it's a safe country to travel. Let's do this. The first thing I want to talk about, as always, is general safety and the people of Lebanon. Lebanon, like most of the Middle East, gets a very bad rep, coverage in the media. A lot of governments advise not coming here. As always, with the Middle Eastern countries, of which I've been to nearly all of them now, the people here are just so kind, so hospitable. It's in their culture, the Arab culture. Lebanon's actually 50% Christian, 50% Muslim, but they all are just, yeah, so open, so hospitable. Just there, guy gave me loads of directions. He says he'll give me a lift home later. And if you watch my videos, loads of them from Lebanon, you'll see that this is a common occurrence. They always want to help you. They're always like, come, let's have a drink, come meet my family. They're super kind, and yeah, the people in general are just amazing. I mean, I'm going the wrong way. I'm on a hike to an abandoned village today. There are some parts of Lebanon that are a bit dangerous, so all of the worst stories I hear are usually from Tripoli, whether it's from locals or other travelers. Once you start going far north, it's a lot more, there's a lot more poverty, there's a lot more crime. As always, it's perfectly safe. I went to Tripoli, guard dog trying to kill me. Perfectly safe. I went to Tripoli, had a great day there. You just got to not go too far off the beaten track, don't go anywhere dodgy. And yeah, as a general rule of thumb in Lebanon, like, don't go too far into the mountains, especially in certain areas, and don't go near the southern border with Palestine. Just look at the beauty of this country. So the next thing I want to talk about is transport. Transport in Lebanon is quite a tricky one. The easiest thing to do, in my opinion, is rent a car. They're really affordable. There's no real public transport apart from microbuses. I'll get onto that in a minute. But yeah, if you've got a driving license, definitely get a car. They're like $15 a day for a little car. I was going to do it, but I don't have an international driving license. Some companies need them, some companies don't. Turned out to be a bit of a faff, but if you do everything in advance, there's no reason why that should stop you. And yeah, getting a car, definitely the best way to get around. The roads are of good quality. There's one really good road, it's basically the highway. Lebanon's very small, easy to access everything. Other drivers are insane. There's no other way to put it. They're absolutely insane. You basically can just like pass your test from doing nothing, or even just buy a driving license here. So yeah, just be careful on the roads. There's a lot of drink driving, a lot of dodgy driving, a lot of people racing. Racing on the highway. Personally, if I'm in a crazy road, I would rather be in control, driving my car myself, than watching someone else who could potentially also be crazy, especially with the microbuses driving for me. If you're not with like a tour group, if you're a solo traveler, couple, whatever, family, just get a car, you'll be fine. Just don't drive too fast, same as always. And yeah, the other option is microbuses, which are basically kind of big group taxis which pull up at all the main junctions on the highway. You just go there. They're insanely cheap. I'm talking like $1 to go anywhere, as long as it's in the right direction. So some head north towards Tripoli, some head south towards Beirut. Yeah, you can jump on them, and that's what I've been using. Those drivers really are crazy. They'll go insanely fast because they're just trying to get as many trips done in the day. It can be a fun experience, it can be a slightly nerve-wracking experience. You'll definitely meet a lot of interesting characters on those buses. Can get taxis, but with the hyperinflation in Lebanon, some things can become very cheap, like the microbus is $1, and some people kind of flip the switch the other way and start charging a lot. Like a lot of taxis, first few days I was like, oh, I'll just get taxis, but they were just quoting ridiculous prices, mainly because also obviously they know I'm foreign. And it just becomes a bit of a faff. So it's possible, if you're not on that much of a budget, to just get taxis everywhere. It'd probably be easier. If you're on a budget, yeah, microbus or a car, best way to get around Lebanon for sure. So I've just walked all the way up this hill The guy who gave me directions, you probably can't see, there's like a crossroads down there. He told me go right, so I've come all the way up here, and that's the village over there, which must be left. And it's raining. I like the rain though, reminds me of England. Nearly stacked it there. So the third and final part of my safety in Lebanon video is going out at night. Now, going out at night in Lebanon is very, very different to the rest of the Middle East. It's more of a Western, more of a European culture of, yeah, parties, staying up late. Like I said, the general ethos in Lebanon, and I'm sure most would be the same if their banks had collapsed twice, is kind of live in the now, have fun, go out, drink, smoke, party. So yeah, like going out at night is not only safe, but highly, oh wow, but highly recommended, especially in Beirut. It gets pretty mental there. I highly recommend you go out. Things to be aware of, as always, don't get into any fights. Like, it's just not worth it. The police here are underpaid and can't really be relied on to help you, so a lot of people sort things out themselves. Take from that what you will. Just whatever you do, don't get in a fight. And if things get aggressive or you end up in a dodgy situation when you're out at night, apologize, walk away. Worst case, just fucking leg it. So I'm telling you, it's not worth it. On the whole, going out at night in Lebanon, very safe and advised. Two more things about Lebanon. Get a local SIM, because you're going to need it. The internet's not very good, it's slow, and data is so cheap. And yeah, it means you can Google stuff, obviously sort of find your way of directions. The most part is good, it's just when you're off the beaten track. And the other thing is bring cash. Cash is king in Lebanon. Cards don't really work, so make sure you can get money out. Make sure you've told your bank you're in Lebanon. If not, bring as much cash as possible. The Lebanese pound is highly inflated, so they use that and the US dollars, so preferably bring dollars. If not, pounds and euros, absolutely fine. Watch out for the exchange rate. It changes a lot. Lirarate.org is what you want to check. Daily updates. Then when you're at the exchange, so you will probably need to exchange money at some point, you can just see the rate, see what they're offering you, and yeah, make a decision based on that. And that's it really. Lebanon is an amazing country and so much variety. You have the mountains, the valleys like this, which it was just raining a minute ago, which is just crazy. To be in the Middle East and have rain is so unusual. And down on the beaches, it's the Mediterranean. The sea's amazing, it's hot. You can even ski in the mountain. There's no snow right now, so I'm here in the summer. Most of the year you can be skiing in the mountains one day, then on the beach an hour later. That's the craziness of Lebanon. So much variety, waterfalls, rivers, and yeah, come here, have a good time. People need you now more than ever. Bring money to this country, and yeah, enjoy Lebanon.